Hiya guys, Spectre here. Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3. Continuing my Mazdamundi campaign. And happy Christmas to all you guys, since it'll be Christmas Day as this going up. I hope you guys have all got some nice presents. If you've not opened them, then I hope you do. And I hope you have some lovely food, because I'm going to have a banging Christmas with my girlfriend. It's going to be awesome. And we're looking forward to a very, very good new year as well with the channel. Because that is going to be going some places. We're looking at some serious growth next year. We're going to go from being a small channel to a medium-sized channel, and then we'll see how big our snowball goes once we tip over that 1,000 subscriber mark. So I'm looking forward to seeing how far I can drive this channel. Raiding for 10? See those ones, those blessed Sauruses with shields, they get perfect vigour. What the fuck do these get? Did they even get anything? What, they get woodsman or something? Is that it? I think they get woodsman. Okay. They've got charge reflection. I think they just get better stats then. Because obviously that's at rank 0. So he has more armour. He'll have slightly more leadership because this guy's rank 5. And then 31 and 46 melee attack. Yeah. No, melee defense. Okay. That's the thing, I think some of these blessed units aren't really that great. He's got that, hasn't he? So they can give a 15% physical to any lords or heroes within 35 meter range. Which makes sense since they'd normally guard a slan. But yeah, you think the blessed spawnings, considering they're supposed to be quite rare, you'd think the idea behind the blessed spawnings would be that they not only have better stats, that they gain like an ability, have some sort of ability on there, be it perfect vigour, immune to psychology, I don't know, whatever. Just a passive ability on there they can have. Problem is he's got a lot of Marauder champions still. That's the issue. I can deal with them when I've got Temple Guard. Because he also gets he actually gets Temple Guard cheaper than he gets fucking Sauruses. Which is ridiculous because Temple Guard are their elite infantry. And you want those bad boys in your army. But I think, is that just a him thing? Yeah. It's a him thing. What does he get for you? Construction costs -50% for star chamber buildings, right cross -30%. -10 with most factions. For a Lizardman? It's a bit odd. Star chambers, this one, isn't it? Right, so that's cheaper, which is why it's so cheap. Okay. And then rights cost 30% less. Well, that would use very sparingly, anyway. That one's not bad if you wanted to cause attrition to the enemies, as it happens, and it lasts for 15 turns, which is pretty good. And your ambush success chance goes up. I don't really care about these bottom parts because I'm not going to have any of those units. This you want as soon as you can get them, I suppose. What I could do is maybe... could just stick in a bunch of skinks. If I stick in 5 skinks, how much does that cost? Another 375. It's just so we can unlock the slan. Because then I can start getting a group of slan in there. Because I'm going to be having a slan essentially, a Saurus Scar veteran and a skink chieftain in every army. Because you need him for replenishment. And then you're going to have your skink priest as scouts. I'm not sure what the best lore is for the slan. I remember with when I did my very first Warhammer 3 campaign, which was with I did Archeon and oh Christ, what's the white Saurus guy called now? It's not Krotgar, it's the other one. Gorok. With Gorok, obviously you have Croak in your army as a spellcaster. No. Because as it happens, I need to get rid of him anyway. I'm putting these in these skink at the moment. At least these are melee skinks, they're more in theme. But just because they're cheap. They're the cheapest unit I can put in. So if I put these in, it'll get them to that 20 cap. Right. So I think we have to build both of these, don't we, in their main city. Just got to think very carefully about what I want to build in what order. Is that one actually staying in that one, in Mako Peaks? That could be good for making the buildings cheaper. Even though that one gives more money than that one could be good for that. Fallen Gates. We want that one because it gives 3 Temple Guard. And that also gives benefits to the whole thing. So you get an extra rank on your Scar Veterans, Skink Priest, which are going to be our scouts. But then upkeep your temple guards reduced all armies, and you get 3 on that, which is going to be amazing. So we can take that one, and then ideally probably take the garrison, but I could take spices. It'd be better if the spices gave you like 200 income and then spices as well, because they just give spices, I don't think we'll get that much. So I'm more inclined to take that for defences, and at least then it won't be an open field battle. And that'll be easier for us to defend if it's attacked. Because garrisons on Lizardmen towns now are a bit naff. Right. Well, first things first, money buildings. They're a must. That one can stay at level 2. I need to upgrade that one again. Right. So, Hexawatl. So we've got 6 building slots that we need to build here. If we build this one, we get exotic animals resource, but it also reduces the upkeep of Cold 1 units, which will apply to all our Cold 1 units, and we do need Cold 1s in the army. We want Cold 1 riders initially, then later on we want Horned ones, but you need to have them in your army. If you're not having them, then you go Croxigors. But I'll probably do that with Nakai. So yeah, we'll have that one. That's also a good one, because you've got a massive research tree, so the research will help. When magic power reserve's not a bad thing, and then Lord Recruit rank +1's always a good thing. So we have 1, 2, that'd be 3, and that'd be 4, because we need that to be able to get both Temple Guard and Horned ones. That's 5 because we need it for both the priests. It does give you some more income in local province, but it also minuses corruption. So you haven't got that as a big thing to worry about. I mean, it says we can build that in these. I don't know, because realistically I need to build that, but I probably need that for the garrison. I mean, what would the garrison be without that building? What do we have? 3 Saurus Warrior Shields, 2 Saurus Spears, 2 Saurus Warriors, 2 Saurus Spears and Shields. Skink Cohort, we get 1 Temple Guard. Coldon Spear Riders, Frostegon, Pterodon Riders. We get a 15 strong garrison. Do we get anything from these? Nothing from those. No. 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 That gives me a 16th unit. It gives me a Skink Priest. You have to see. What do we need to actually build that we can destroy though? So we can unlock certain technologies. Stone Marker, Scrying Pool, Grand Plaza, Spawn Pool of the Braves. Right. Sacred Spawning Caverns is that one. Spawn Pool of the Braves, we're building that one anyway, so we'll be fine with that. We're going to have that. We'll need to build that at least 10... In fact, we'll need to build that. Yes. Because it helps the bleeding cold ones. And then it also makes them all cheaper. So they get melee attack weapon strength there. And then there they get speed and charge bonus. Marvellous. Right. So we need to temporarily build that. I think we also need to temporarily build that. That's Scrying Pool, isn't it? Something I already mentioned that. Scrying Pool. That's more to help your heroes, but yeah, we can build it. So if we need to build it immediately, we can build that and do that research, get it out of the way. What the hell is a stone marker thing? Stone marker? Grand Plaza. Shit, we need to build that one as well. Marvellous. Okay, we need to build that one as well. The hell's a stone marker? Is that like a thing? One of these? This? No. That. Oh, that's got a different one to the main capital building. Right, so I need to build that then as well. Fucking marvellous. Right, okay, so since we can, let's build up to that and get that one done. We might as well build that one as well since we are going to need to get up there. Right. See, the Lizardmen have got a little bit of a complex technology tree, but they've got a decent technology tree. And this is one thing I wish they'd kind of do was like, it'd be good for balancing, is if they gave every faction the same number of technologies. So let's say they were going to go, I don't know, 80 technologies. Then give every faction 80 technologies. That way they have the same number and they should be more evenly matched. What's this fucking Skaven doing? Fallen Gates is very vulnerable at the moment. See, one thing that I will say was actually quite good when I was playing Gorok is you can get like a 1,500 strong barrier on your units in your towns. That was pretty good. Because that made them punch well above their weight. They had some real, like, steam power. Holy god, they extended it. This used to only be 4, unless it's only 4 for Gorok. Because I know Gorok had access to 4 of them, and I used to always have to go with like Slam Mage of Fire if you wanted damage. But there's now a Slam Mage Priest of Shadows. Now 3 on here that I think are really good for Laws of Magic for like damage. Shadows, Heavens for Comet Cassandra, and then Fire. They're your 3 best like damage. Beast is not bad in some cases, quite a Flock of Doom. But that's more damage over time than immediate damage. But I'm going to go with the Slam Mage Priest of Shadows. They must have extended it. Oh, I got a 2nd gen as well. Nice. That is supposed to be the best you can get because 1st generations are all dead. But I'm not sure if it's a bug or not at some point. But my friend Jamie at one point got a 1st generation Slan. Not sure how the fuck he managed that one. Or if it's something they just put into the game. Because you can't spawn them. The 1st generation Slan were I think like the original 20 Slan. Of which Lord Croak is one of them. And Lord Croak was the teacher of Mazdamundi. Because Mazdamundi is a 2nd generation Slan. He's 2nd gen himself. And I think he's the oldest and most powerful of the 2nd generation. Which is why he has a lot of, I think, their traits in there. For their lord. Because he gets the basic ones, doesn't he? Wins magic power reserve 20. Unit experience gain per turn plus 50. The miscast base chance minus 50. So the fact I got a 2nd gen on my 1st one, that's fucking awesome. And for Shadow as well. I love Shadow because Shadow's got... It's got a buff and a debuff spell in there. You've got the Penumbral Pendulum as a wind spell. You've got your Eye of Sauron, your Pit of Shades, for your primary damaging spell. And then you've got another spell as well, I think it's a debuff or a buff spell. But they're pretty good. They're the ones I'd want to go for, could have that lore. If not, then you have to go Fire. Really. Well, Fire or Heavens, it's a tussle. But with Heavens, it's pretty much just the Comet. For like your damage. But the Comet is hella expensive, because it's like, what, 13? And then the upgraded version is 16. It's really expensive. It is damaging, but it's expensive. And then at least with your Shadows as well, if you can't cast your primary spell, you've also got access to your better buffing spells, because I think they've got better buffs than Heavens. I know Heavens has 1, but I think... No. Pretty sure I clicked on this, but okay. I'm going to upgrade that because I still need growth for that. Need that to unlock the research. See, some of these you don't need to keep, like this one. I won't really say it's worth keeping. So you just use it, unlock your technology, and then get rid of the building. Fucking the factions are gonna dropping down. 170 already. So like 100 factions plus have already died. And somebody once said, aren't I concerned sometimes by having my units in a settlement for a long time? When your public order is at a negative, you haven't got to worry about getting procrastination as a negative trait. It's got to be in a positive, and then you've got to have been in there for several turns. So while it's in a negative, you can stay in there as long as you want. You're not going to get procrastinator. You more than likely will get a different trait which increases your control while you are, like this one, I think it's called, there you go. This one is called disciplinarian or grievous, as it is now. And it gives you extra control when you've spent multiple turns on settlement with low control. So you'll get this trait instead. You only get procrastinator if it's in positive control and you've still been in there several turns. That's when you'll get that. The only exception to that rule is, I think, the Bretonians. The Bretonians have that weird fucking system with theirs, and they seem to pick up negative traits really fucking easy. But if you have their maximum temple building, which you should always have in most places, you can obviously have a percent chance to pray them away. And although it says, I think it's like, it caps out at like 30%, it doesn't feel like 30%, because I had to have one army in there for, I think, over like 17 turns to get rid of a negative trait. The next levels up, we'll get in the Comet. We don't need this one. See, this one is kind of bad. See, it doesn't do a great deal of damage either. And it's meant to be like a character killer. It's just not worth it. Just leave that to your Saurus hero. That one's a debuff one there. Minus 24 melee attack, minus 30 armour. Affects all enemies in range. I think it's this one debuff spell, isn't it? Yeah, it's that one. It's not bad. I think if you overcast it, does it affect everyone? No, it doesn't, no. So that's the issue with that one is it gives a unit 30 armour, 24 melee attack and defence, which is good. But it only affects one unit. It doesn't affect multiple units. The one from the Lord of Shadows affects all allies in range. And if you bunch up, like cluster up your melee army, if you're able to do so, like if you're against like another melee army and they haven't got like really nasty fucking spellcasters or artillery, anything like that, then you can get maximum effect from your spell. And especially when the battle lines are all like intermingled and you can't really cast a spell like Comet or Casanadora. You can sometimes use the Pit of Shade still to a good effect because it's a stationary vortex, but you just got to be careful. Especially if your line breaks through theirs and they run into the spell. So you've got to keep an eye on that. So that's not bad if you're going to recruit, because you can recruit them a bit cheaper and get one more rank on them. Or 2 more ranks if you get it to tier 3, but that's its own headache. I made good use of that as well, because I've had that minus 30% building construction cost, which is actually really good, because I've had that while I'm building these temporary buildings I'm just doing to get the technologies unlocked. They're going to attack me again at some point soon. Hopefully this time I can just wipe them out in auto-resolve. Right, we've unlocked some more of these. We need to get Tablet of Order done as a priority, so then I can get rid of this. Oh shit, do I need that for that? Look at that. Fuck. Do we need them both for that? Determining the Great Plan can be unlocked by either one of those. Okay. Shit. Right, well before I destroy that then, I need to do that and I need to do that. It's 14 turns of that. My god. Skinks I'll be okay with because we're not getting rid of that. It's a tablet of Skinks we're going to have. And same thing there with Tabletosaurus. So we're going to be keeping both of those. That's a weird thing there, isn't it? So you cursor over that, it tells you which technology the tablet unlocks. You cursor over that one, doesn't. It just says unlocks technologies. Well, that's fucking specific. You could tell me which technologies, couldn't you? Is that the first one that we've done? Which one's crafts? The craft is the one we're doing now. Right. Bloody hell. Let's see what the Norscans do. See, normally some people rush to kill the Norscans really quickly. I don't mind keeping them alive to begin with, because Mazdamundi has that racial trait where he has like -10 relations in most factions. It can sometimes bring it into war with the High Elves, and I don't want to be at war with the fucking High Elves. I want to make them an ally. We'll do both of these and that. Because that one's only Tablet of Monuments. So if I do that one now, I can then get rid of it. And there's Tablet of Beasts, Tablet of War, but I need to build that in a small town. So I could destroy that one, build this to unlock Tablet of Beasts. shit. Just realised we've got no fucking Winds of Magic. Now what they might do is, he might besiege that with his army, then attack me with a smaller army, and then I've got to fight both their armies outside and it pulls out my garrison. Obviously I can retreat away from that as well though, but then I've risk losing my city. But I need to be in this stance to get some Winds of Magic. Oh, we can get a Skink Chieftain though. Yes. Yeah, because we can get him on an Ancient Stegodon, which is definitely what we want him on, because health pool goes through the roof. Obviously gains a shit ton of armour as well, leadership's up, speed, damage, and he gets armor piercing. Yeah, it just becomes all round better. But we need him for replenishment, is the main thing. He can get Vanguard and Stalk as well while being on that giant monster, which is actually quite funny. Getting some missile resistance is probably going to need it. Yeah, we can make something out of Tinky. Let's see if the Norscans go for it. Guess not. I'm guessing one thing that's keeping them a little bit unsure of themselves is they've also got these guys as a threat here. And when they come to attack me, they then take over. They become a problem for them. Yeah, so I need both these heroes. These can both get monstrous mounts. I don't think regular slime can. I think it's just Mundi that's got the big fucking slack. I have 10,000 fucking health on that thing, oh my god. 4 turns so we can get a new... This as well, it should notify, it doesn't always, but every single 10 turns, because this costs you nothing, every 10 turns you want to be getting a Slan Mage Priest. Because as far as I'm aware, the recruitment pool is limitless. And then you can pick out from the best generation Slans that you've got for what you want. The playthrough that's going to be different to how I normally play Lizardmen. which is going to be really awkward, is going to be Krotgar at some point when I circle back around to Lizardmen again. Because Krotgar, he's now got more reason to take the Saurus Old Bloods over a Slan. So if you wanted a spellcaster in your army, you would have to take a Skink Priest. Then that leaves nothing for you to have as a scout. That's the problem. I don't care about Marathi. We'll be at war with her at some point in the future anyway. Nothing we can do about that. If I can get Mazdamundi though with some Winds of Magic, that'll be good, because then he can actually cast his bleeding spells. And he's almost at a level where he can get the Comet himself, which is what I need. It looks like they're kind of frozen on what to do. I'm guessing they've reached limits of their income, what they've got, which is not surprising considering how many fucking World Champions they've got. We'll have to see. But right, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please subscribe, help grow the channel. You might see 2 of the videos on the screen. If it's content you've not seen before, some extra content there for you to watch. The top of the description will be the playlist for the entire series, if you want to watch the entire thing as it comes out. And I hope you guys have a great Christmas. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day. And I'll speak to you all soon. Take care, everyone.